Today we're going to be talking about sequences and series. It's very important that you use your formula sheet for this section because everything you need to know is on the bottom half of the formula sheet. It gives you the definition of all the symbols as well as all the arithmetic and geometric formulas that you'll need. Remember that a sub n represents the nth term, s sub n represents the sum of the first n terms, s sub infinity is the sum of an infinite geometric series, r is the common ratio, and this is only for geometric, and d is the common difference, which is only for arithmetic. The first row of formulas are the rule for the nth term. So if you see a question that asks you for the rule for the nth term, then you're going to use those formulas. The second row are the recursive formulas. And the rest help you find the sum. For the arithmetic ones, it just depends on what you're given in the problem, which formula is easier to use. And for the geometric ones, the first one is for a finite series. And the second one, you'll see that there's an infinity. So if it says anything about an infinite series, you're going to use that formula. Let's take a look at a couple examples. It says the formula for the sum of an infinite geometric series follows. And then it gives you the formula. What is the sum of the following infinite series? This is the same formula that's on your formula sheet. Okay? It's not giving you a new formula. And this part that says for r less than 1, that means that the ratio has to be between -1 and +1, otherwise there is no sum. So the things that you need to figure out before you can use this formula are a1, which is the first term, and r, which is the ratio. So the first term, you can just look at this list of numbers. The first term is 2, and r is the number that you multiply by. So to get the next term in the sequence, you multiply by 1/2. Okay? Now you just plug these into the calculator. So you have a1, which is 2, and let's use the fraction button first. So alpha y equals, enter. a1 is 2 divided by 1 minus r, which is 1/2, or 0.5. And that gives you 4, which is your answer. The next example says, what is the value of, and then there are a whole bunch of symbols. Remember that this E is a sigma, and it means sum. You can find this symbol in your calculator, so you don't actually have to do any work, you just need to type it in your calculator. If you hit math and then 0, that'll bring up sigma and then some boxes for you to type in. So do math and then 0, which says summation. Okay. So just type in exactly what's in the problem. And you can either use n or you can use x as long as you're consistent throughout the problem. So I'm going to type in x and then equals 1. And then the number above the sigma is a 3. And then inside the parentheses, you have 17x minus 15. You hit enter, and it adds everything up for you, and you get that your sum is 57. The last example here says which explicit formula could be used to find the nth term of this geometric sequence. Remember that I told you that whenever it asks for the nth term of a geometric sequence, it's asking you for the formula. So if you scroll back and look at your formulas, it said it's a geometric sequence, so we know we're going to be using this formula. So we have AN equals A1 times R to the n minus 1. So I need to figure out what A1 and R are. A1 is the first term, which is 2,000, and R is what you multiply by. Okay? Now you might look at this and say, oh, well, I'm dividing by 10. But R is the number you multiply by. So you're not dividing by 10, you are multiplying by 1 over 10. And then you just plug those numbers into the formula. So you get AN equals 2,000 times 1 over 10 to the n minus 1, which is choice C.